Real part final. After that, I followed S-sensei's instructions and visited her once a month. For the first year, it was every month, and for the second year, it was once every 3 months. Perhaps out of guilt, started visiting me at home more frequently, even if there was no particular reason, and always contacted me before and after I visited Sensei. 2 years after seeing it, S-sensei told me, "You probably don't need to worry anymore. T, from now on, just visit occasionally, but don't do anything strange." I still don't know if it's really over. Sensei passed away 3 months later. I wish she could have taught me more. But now, I want to believe it's over. 2 months have passed since S-sensei's funeral. The sadness and sense of loss of losing someone important had started to fade, and I was returning to my daily routine. In the busy moments of everyday life, I sometimes remember those days. It feels so far removed from my current life that I sometimes wonder if it really happened. There's no one to share this story with, nor is there any need to. I just continue living each day. It was during such an ordinary day that I received a letter from my grandmother. When I opened it, there was a letter from my grandmother and another letter inside. My grandmother's letter, along with her words to me, said the following: "This is a letter from S-sensei. The 49 days have passed, so I am giving it to you as promised." Sensei's letter. I can't verify the truth of the words written in it now, and it's difficult for me to write it out exactly as it was, so I will summarize it. Dear T, it's been a while. This is S. Quite some time has passed since then, hasn't it? Are you all right now? I hope you haven't had any more frightening experiences. It's no good. Getting old makes one long-winded. Today, I am writing to apologize to you, but it's not because I did anything wrong. At that time, I had no choice, but I'm sorry. That day, when you came to my place, I was actually very scared, because what you brought with you was beyond what I could handle. But you were scared, weren't you? So I thought I shouldn't be scared. The truth is, sometimes, no matter how much you reach out, you won't be acknowledged. We were lucky that time. T, how was your time at the main temple? Did it help you feel a bit better? Do you remember how I kept telling you that it wasn't time yet? I thought that if you went home like that, something terrible would happen. That's why, even though I knew it would be boring for a young person like you, I couldn't let you leave. I prayed every day, but it just wouldn't go away. But now, it should be all right. It seems to have left. However, T, if you ever feel troubled again, go to the main temple immediately. There, you will probably be stronger and it won't be able to bother you as much. Lastly, there is something important I need to tell you. If things get too unbearable, entrust yourself to Buddha. When life becomes nothing but suffering, make a decision. I do not wish for you to die, T, but if it isn't over yet, it means the painful times for you haven't ended. You met many people at the main temple, didn't you? Truly evil spirits take their time to torment you. They never end it. They delight in watching you suffer. Unfortunately, sometimes, even though we do everything we can, our powers aren't enough, and we can't help those who suffer right before our eyes. We wish we could help those people, but often we can't. I did everything I could to help you, T. But honestly, I'm not confident. I don't sense its presence anymore, and I think it's gone. But you must not let your guard down. It might be waiting for you to feel safe and let your guard down. Listen, T, never fully relax. Always be cautious, avoid suspicious places, and don't do anything unnecessary. Trust me, okay? I'm sorry for lying to you so much. I know asking you to trust me is too much, but please believe that I prayed to Buddha until the very end. I always pray that you will have peaceful and healthy days. As I read the letter, I could feel my hands trembling. I was sweating with a sick feeling. My heartbeat was accelerating. What should I do? Is it not over yet? Suddenly, I felt like it was watching me from somewhere. Am I never going to escape? Maybe it was just hiding and could appear before me whenever it wanted. Once I started doubting, I couldn't stop. Everything seemed suspicious. Did S-sensei suffer because of it? Is that why she left this letter? In the end, has nothing really changed? Maybe Hayashi was being followed by it. What did it whisper to him? Did it say something more direct and make him go mad? Is Sensei lied to keep me from worrying, but did she have to lie because it was that bad? In the end, did Sensei worry until the very end because she knew the truth? The more I doubted, the more confused I became. I had no idea what to do. This is all I know. This is the entire story of the past 2.5 years, and I still don't know if it's truly over. In the end, I never found out the reason. There was no convenient solution or someone nearby who knew what to do. Whether it was caused by some knowledge I acquired, or if it had some sort of causal relationship, I have no idea. It seems like it was just a coincidence. But for a coincidence, it was far too painful. Did I commit a sin so great that I deserved this suffering? Probably not. So why did it happen? It's too unfair. That's my honest feeling. If there's one thing I can say, it's this. If you ever get possessed, targeted, or followed by something, it's no joke, I assure you. Even if someone tells you it's over, never let your guard down until the very end. And I'm sorry to say this at the very end, but there's something I need to apologize for. There are small lies scattered throughout this story. These were to make the story a bit easier to understand, or because there were things I didn't quite grasp myself, so I hope you can overlook them. As a result, there were probably many parts that didn't make much sense. I apologize for that as well. However, that's not what I really want to apologize for. There's a more fundamental part of this story where I've lied. I don't think you noticed, and I tried to make sure you wouldn't. I thought it wouldn't be conveyed otherwise. You might feel some contradictions, and you might be disappointed. But I wanted someone to know this story. I am. Even now, I regret it deeply.